Sarah's life had become a never-ending cycle of self-destruction. She was drowning in addiction, a tumultuous sea of despair that seemed impossible to escape. Her days revolved around obtaining and consuming her drug of choice, her nights were filled with restless sleep plagued by nightmares. Sarah had once been a promising artist, but her addiction had stolen her creativity and left her with nothing but a sense of emptiness. Her relationships were in shambles, her health was deteriorating, and her spirit was broken. One day, as she gazed into the mirror, her reflection stared back at her with hollow eyes. Sarah knew she had hit rock bottom. It was that moment of profound despair that finally prompted her to seek help. Entering a rehabilitation program was a monumental step for Sarah, but it was not without its challenges. Detox was agonizing, and she experienced severe withdrawal symptoms. Her body ached, and her mind was haunted by the constant cravings. Through the fog of her withdrawal, Sarah slowly began to build a support network with fellow residents and counselors. The structured routine and the daily group therapy sessions provided some stability in her life. She was determined to overcome her addiction. As the days turned into weeks, Sarah's strength grew, and she found herself increasingly committed to her recovery. She realized that it was a long and arduous road, but there was hope at the end. Sarah's introduction to art therapy in rehab was met with skepticism. How could painting or drawing help her conquer her addiction? But she agreed to give it a try, curious and desperate for any lifeline. During her first art therapy session, Sarah picked up a paintbrush, and the canvas before her became her sanctuary. For the first time in years, she was able to release her emotions in a way that didn't involve substances. The colors and strokes on the canvas reflected her inner turmoil and her desire for healing. Through the guidance of a compassionate art therapist, Sarah learned that her art could be a mirror to her soul. It allowed her to express her emotions, confront her past, and find hope for the future. With each passing day, Sarah's artwork improved. The art therapy sessions became a safe haven for her, a place where she could experiment, fail, and succeed. She discovered a hidden talent, one that had been buried beneath layers of addiction and pain. As her artistic skills blossomed, Sarah experienced moments of self-discovery and personal growth. She explored a wide range of mediums and styles, discovering what truly resonated with her. It wasn't just about the art itself, it was about the process, the transformation that occurred within her. Sarah began to engage with fellow rehab residents who shared her passion for art, creating a sense of camaraderie she had never felt before. Together, they nurtured each other's creative spirits, helping each other heal through artistic expression. Sarah's art quickly became her lifeline, her anchor in the tumultuous sea of addiction recovery. Whenever she felt overwhelmed by cravings or emotional turmoil, she would turn to her art. The act of creating brought her a sense of peace and empowerment that no substance ever could. Through her art, she found a way to cope with the challenges of recovery. The brush strokes and color choices represented her journey, with each piece telling a different part of her story. The art on her studio walls served as a visual reminder of how far she had come. As she developed a daily art practice, her sense of self-worth grew. Her art was a testament to her resilience, a vivid illustration of her recovery journey. Sarah's art journey was not just about creating beautiful images, it was a path of self-discovery. Her work began to explore the deep-seated emotions and traumas that had fueled her addiction. She found that her art allowed her to confront and heal from these scars. Through the creative process, Sarah uncovered her unique voice as an artist. Her work became a reflection of her inner world, a way to express her feelings and thoughts that she had long suppressed. The art became a mirror to her soul, revealing both her pain and her potential for healing. As she ventured deeper into her artistry, Sarah's sense of purpose and identity solidified. She was no longer just a recovering addict, she was an artist in the making. Sarah's journey took a significant turn when she decided to share her art with the world. With the encouragement of her art therapist and newfound friends, she organized her first public exhibition. The event was a celebration of her transformation and a bold step towards a brighter future. As she stood before her art, Sarah felt a mix of excitement and vulnerability. The positive feedback from attendees and the supportive words of her fellow artists gave her hope. She began to dream of a future where her art would not only be her sanctuary but also her means of livelihood. The exhibition marked a turning point in her recovery journey, reinforcing her determination to continue on this path of sobriety and artistic expression. Despite the progress Sarah had made, the shadows of her addiction were never far away. She continued to face moments of weakness and temptation. Craving sometimes clawed at her, threatening to pull her back into the abyss. Her art became a tool to confront these shadows. She would channel her frustrations, fears, and cravings onto the canvas. The act of painting allowed her to process her inner turmoil and transform it into something beautiful. Sarah also leaned on her support network during these challenging moments. Her rehab friends, her therapist, and her art community provided a safety net that prevented her from falling back into addiction. Sarah's involvement in a local art community flourished. She attended art classes, workshops, and exhibitions, building connections with fellow artists in recovery. Together, they found solace and inspiration in the shared experience of using art as a means of healing. Collaborative projects and artistic endeavors forged strong bonds among the artists in recovery. They created murals that told their collective story, organized art therapy sessions in rehab centers, and even found ways to give back to the community through their art. The sense of belonging and mutual support among this creative community became an essential aspect of Sarah's recovery, reinforcing her belief that art could not only transform individual lives but entire communities. Sarah's art continued to evolve, transforming into a distinctive style that was uniquely her own. Her work was not only technically skilled but deeply emotional, resonating with viewers on a profound level. Recognition and praise from the art world poured in. Galleries and collectors took notice of her talent, and she found herself on a path towards a successful career as an artist. Her art served as a testament to the power of creativity in healing, inspiring others on their own journeys of recovery. Her art was no longer just a coping mechanism, it had become a source of inspiration, a way to connect with others who had faced similar struggles, and a beacon of hope for those still battling addiction. As Sarah's artistry matured, she felt a growing desire to use her talent to help others in recovery. She became an advocate for art therapy, promoting its benefits and advocating for its inclusion in rehabilitation programs. Sarah worked tirelessly to establish art therapy programs in rehabilitation centers across the country. Her story, her art, and her unwavering dedication served as a testament to the healing power of creative expression. She saw herself as a bridge between the art world and the recovery community, helping individuals find their own path to healing through art. Stories of those she had helped through her art therapy programs served as a reminder of the impact one person could have on the lives of many. Sarah's journey from addiction to artistry was a complete transformation, one that left a lasting mark on her and those she touched. Her sobriety was maintained, and her success as an artist continued to grow. As she reflected on her journey, she couldn't help but feel grateful for the art that had saved her life. The addiction that had once consumed her was now a distant memory, replaced by a life filled with purpose and creativity. Her story became an inspiration for countless individuals who saw in her a living testament to the possibility of recovery through art. She was no longer defined by her past, she was a woman who had reinvented herself, finding healing and redemption in the world of artistry. Sarah's journey was a testament to the indomitable spirit of the human soul and the transformative power of creative expression.